What happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets...
Oh, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the parchment of power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other, now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation. Grade A bull.
That was my first carnival.
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects... You would think she would have learned by now. She should trust us more.
If you were to be completely honest with yourself, you would have to admit that you do not trust her either.
How could I? She keeps too many secrets.
Distrust only...
Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet. Now all that stands between this realm and Cathan is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him...
Consider Caretaker and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
The Parchment of Power is known to have corrupting effects on its keeper. It twists his or her soul.
Okay, I get it. Blaze is already a bit twisted.
Exactly. It probably will not affect...
Blaze has the parchment, and let's just hope. Is Steve Rogers everyone's ideal dad?
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lay.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Saber.
He is your quarry, I take it?
I guess you could say that. Oh, he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
Facing Lilith will bring changes upon all of us. As we...
And maybe some of us will emerge stronger.
Strong. Does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've...
You were in the desert one day, Salem.
A moving target's harder to hit. True. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so...
What do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the...
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the part...
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got gut.
How long have you known Sabretooth?
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to...
They say familiarity breed...
Yeah, well, Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a... Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep...
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever...
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York. It's a lot like your Abbey here.
Baseball?
Yeah, if you got interest.
You seem to know everyone.
I know some of these kids. Didn't know...
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
I have taken up enough.
It's been a pleasure. If you have...
You there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP.
Blaze has the parchment. We must find him again, before Lilith does.
I've fought tougher hellions.
I saw a listing for a 4-story walk-up, Upper West Side. Maybe your new sanctum?
You seem calmer than usual.
That happens when you cast aside petty hatreds.
You were Blade. You were the guy who hates vampires.
Oh, I still hate vampires. But destroying them is more of a vocation.
Are you...
All right, I've been talking to Carol about how deep-seated hatred can grind you down. But she made a good point. In her time with the Kree, some of her colleagues hated entire species.
Sounds like they get into their instincts.
Giving into instinct is what the vampire part of me always wants. All I'm saying is, I'm trying to separate who they are from what they do.
Sure, but
Does hating her define you?
I had not thought...
Yeah, I've been there for years. How about that? Earth's mightiest hero got me thinking about the future.
A future with...
No. Maybe. Didn't expect to have that much fun.
You feel all right?
What are you reading, Nico?
A limited edition print of the book.
The Book of Thoth.
I didn't. Someone just... Weird, too, because I was looking for a book on Kate. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or... But, poof, here...
It has been my experience that what we seek usually has a...
Yeah, maybe, but it's not like books just pull themselves off shelves and... Someone...
I wonder who.
Sometimes I think this library is haunted by a...
Find any...
I did. There's a historical account of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called... The
Wait, that isn't...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
It is certainly possible.
From reading the story, I think... So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling light worker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and the pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian...
This light worker sounds like a... I hope he was honored.
He didn't live to be. So like, when the Lightworker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the Pharaoh's corruption into his own body and...
He did not...
No. But the lines of the incantation, I'm gonna have Magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked one...
Yes?
Nico, that sounds too dangerous, even for you.
I have to try something!
Caretaker will not be pleased.
Caretaker can deal. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a word about...
Hi, kiddo.
Oh, Hunter, you here to yell at me too? They're accusing me of keeping secrets, as if that's the biggest problem we have right now. I don't know, maybe the demonic green sky over New York was too subtle for them to know. Well, it wasn't intentional. We were supposed to win in New York. We weren't supposed to lose the sanctum. I mean, call me crazy, but would sitting everyone down and telling them all about Blaze and the Judgment really have made a difference?
You should...
Well, maybe. I dislike sharing everything. Probably some latent issues related to my parents' death, and whoa, things are spiraling out of control. And right now, I just need to figure out what to do about this.
You really think you can stop the Darkhold's prophecy by working in here?
Well, I'm kind of known for making the impossible. A couple hours and a decent lunch, maybe an Italian hoagie, and I can fix anything. Trust me.
If you want to stop the prophecy over lunch, I think...
Well, I need to be careful not to eat too much. Especially carbs. I just blow. Please excuse me,
Are you making...
Shoot, go. Gotta get a sign.